loves being in love. Jen told him he was the love of her life and they would be together forever, but said, quote, "That was 3 husbands and 5 engagements ago." There's actually been 4 marriages and 6 engagements.
You got to love yourself. You got to love, like I was on that journey of trying to figure out what it was to love yourself.
Yeah.
Because I knew that I could never really have true love in my life again until I figured that piece out. That is the most important piece.
I don't think he's very comfortable with me doing all of this, but he loves me. He knows I'm an artist and he's gonna support me in every way he can because he knows this. He can't stop me from making the music I made and writing the words that I wrote. He can't, that's gonna happen. And he doesn't want to stop me. He wants to do that, but that doesn't mean he's kind of comfortable being the muse and being
Jen was really inspired by this experience, which is how artists do their work. They get inspired, their personal life, it moves you. I know as a writer, a director, I certainly do the same things. But things that are private, I had always felt, are sacred and special because, in part, they're private.
J-Lo's love life drama is making headlines once again, and just when we thought her relationship with Ben Affleck was on a happily ever after trajectory, it seems the fairy tale might be coming to an end. Rumor has it that they could be filing for divorce any day now, only a few months after J-Lo's documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, where she praised Ben as the one. But let's be honest, hasn't J-Lo declared this about every man she's been with? It almost seems like she's more infatuated with the idea of love than with the actual partners. So what's really going on? Is J-Lo addicted to romance, or is there something darker beneath the surface? Enter her first husband, Ojani Noa, who has some spicy details to share. He claims that J-Lo's one true love is, wait for it, herself. Ojani even predicted that J-Lo and Ben's 2021 reunion wouldn't last. Back then, everyone dismissed him as a bitter ex, but now it seems he might have been onto something. And it gets even juicier. An old interview with Ojani has resurfaced, and he's not just hinting, he's spilling the whole pot. According to him, J-Lo was rumored to use dark magic and love spells to keep her relationships alive. Sounds far-fetched, but in Hollywood...
So this was something of an adjustment for me.
But she still got her beauty, her booty, and her bank account, so bye boy to him. Bobby, this isn't about me and you. Bobby, take that out.
No, this is what...
That is not part of this.
When you look at Honey, my sparks was just flying all off me. She was married at the time, so I was in my own relationship, so I had to have self-control. And then we just became friends. I was a dancer, she was a dancer. I was ambitious, she was ambitious. I was a workaholic, she was a workaholic. At first, all of those things was working in our benefit. Then we had this rehearsal where we had to hold each other like this, we was gonna do some salsa dancing. And then, so I'm holding like this. Then I look up and I look into her eyes and I just fell in love from right then and there. It was just the first time I fell in love, love at first sight.
He was larger than life, but at first I didn't like him at all. I didn't. I thought he was ick. I didn't like him because, Sean and I were very different that way. I was very family oriented and that's how I was raised. Once I got to know him and, we became friends first and then, we developed this bond. We both understood where we were at that time in our lives, and we both knew nobody else understood exactly how we felt. So in that way, we kind of bonded.
Who knows? So what exactly did Ojani reveal about J-Lo and her romantic life? And how was he so confident that Ben would eventually walk away? Let's rewind to 1997 when Jennifer Lopez was just beginning to shine with her role in Selena *. That same year, she married Cuban actor and producer Ojani Noa. Despite their brief marriage, just 11 months, they made headlines, especially when Ojani attempted to write a tell-all book about their relationship. J-Lo wasn't having it and successfully sued to block the book, putting an end to Ojani's literary plans. Ojani later claimed that jealousy played a big role in their split. J-Lo had started publicly dating Diddy Combs while still married to Ojani. Ojani even recounted asking J-Lo why she was going out with Diddy and was told it was just business. His jealousy seemed justified, given that J-Lo and Diddy's relationship lasted 2 years. Next up in J-Lo's high-profile romance timeline was dancer Chris Judd. They met while filming her Love, Don't Cost a Thing music video and married in 2001, right after her breakup with Diddy. But the marriage was short-lived, ending less than a year later. Chris later suggested that JLo didn't put much effort into their relationship, noting, "When you sign up to get married, you can't just walk away." He also mentioned the challenges of living their relationship in the public eye, describing their wedding as a circus. While Chris dealt with the fallout from their marriage, JLo swiftly rekindled her romance with singer Marc Anthony, whom she had briefly dated in the late 90s. Marc became JLo's third husband, and they had twins, Max and Em. However, even the arrival of their children couldn't save their marriage from eventually falling apart.